Hello, dear students. How are you all? Hope you all are fine. Hope you all are fit and healthy at your home. I'm Sandhya Patel, your class 6th science teacher from St. Mary's High School. So, in our previous class, we have completed our topic, the water cycle, right? And I have also sent you the notes of the water cycle. In that note, you add this figure, right? You have to draw this figure in your notebook. Now let's move ahead. What if it's rain heavily? The time duration and the amount of rainfall varies from place to place. In some parts of the world, it rains throughout the year, while there are places where it rains only for a few days. Now, the topic is that what happen if it rained heavily for a long period of time. So it is written that in some places the rainfall varies from place to place. For example, there is a place where it rains a whole day. In some places the rain is happening only for an hour. So the time duration of the rainfall varies from place to place. Now we also know that in some part of the world the rainfall occurs throughout the year, while in some places it occurs for only few days. In our country, most of the rainfall occurs during the monsoon season. Rain bring relief especially after hot summer days. The snowing the sowing of many crops depend on arrival of monsoon. Now what is written? It is written that mostly rainfall is occurring during rainy season in our country, and especially it is after hot summer days. Also, monsoon is a indication of that so many of the crops is been grown in the monsoon season only. So as soon as the monsoon is come, then farmers start sowing their crops that is grown in monsoon season. However, excess of rainfall may lead to many problems. Figure 14.10. Heavy rains may lead to rise in level of water in rivers, lakes and ponds. Now what happens? Suppose if there is very heavy rainfall, it is continuous for 2 to 3 days. What happens? The water that is present in the river, lakes and ponds, it get overflow. Then what it leads to? Let's read ahead. The water may then spread over large areas causing floods. The crop fields, forests, villages and cities may get submerged by water. Figure 14.11. Now what happened when the level of water in the river, lakes and sea rises? Then what happen? It may get low, and which result into the flood. You must be knowing what is flood, right? When lots of rain is happening, due to which the level of water in the river increases and it leads to flood. Due to flood, what happened? Many of the villages, forests, crop field, etc. get submerged into the water. In our country, floods causes extensive damage to crops, domestic animals, property and human life. We all know that what is the disadvantage of flood, right? It may lead to the damage of various crops, also animals, also properties, and also it damages the human life. Because of flood, many of the villages get submerged into water, and also many human beings get died in that flood. During floods, the animal living in the water also get carried away with the water. They often get trapped on land areas and die when flood water recedes. Rains also affect the animal living in the soil. So what happened during flood? The animals that is living in the water also get carried away from with the water, and due to the flood, many of the animal gets carried away with the water, and they are trapped in certain lands, and after the water recedes, they may get killed, they may get die. So these are the various disadvantages of the heavy rainfall. Now we have studied that how the heavy rainfall is affecting the not only the human life but also the animal life. But so for today this much only, and in our next class we will learn that how if the rain is not occurring for a large period of or long period of time, what will happen, what effect we will see. what effect will be there, we will see in our next class. So for today this much only. Thank you so much.